Hello and welcome back to another episode of the DIYGuy.net.
Alright, today we're going to be showing you how to replace your cabin air filter in a Toyota Sienna. We're going to use this 2012 we have here. It should be the exact same for a 2010, 11, 12, 13, and a 14. I'm not sure about the 15, 16, or 17 models. They may be the exact same or they may be a little different. So if you try it on one of those models and it's the exact same, tell us. If it's not, let us know what the difference is. This is also going to work on a 2004 to 2009 model. The only difference is when you actually pull the filter cover door off to gain access to the filter, it's actually going to be part of a tray where the filter sits into it. So those should be the only difference with the 2004 to 2009 model Toyota Siennas. Alright, so a cabin air filter is just that. It is a filter that filters the air before it enters the cabin or the inside of the vehicle. Alright, so one of the biggest questions we get is when should we be replacing our cabin air filter and what mileage? You can dig through your manual and find the recommended mileage for your vehicle. I believe they typically recommend somewhere between 15,000 and 25,000 miles, or at least once a year. And also, there's so many variables on that because it depends on where you drive the vehicle, where you store the vehicle, and what kind of filter is in it. So if you drive down country roads, dirt driveways a lot, the car's parked outside, you're probably going to need to change your cabin air filter more than versus somebody that lives in the city and doesn't drive down the dirt roads, except for when they're resurfacing a road, and parks their car in a garage. Another thing that, like I said, that affects it is the cabin air filter itself, whether it's just the factory one that comes to it that's a woven mesh that only filters out the larger contaminants, versus someone that upgraded to a premium filter with the. So if you upgraded to one of those premium filters with the activated charcoal, the baking soda on it, or something like that to filter out these smaller contaminants, the dust and the pollen, your filter is going to be filtering more stuff out of the air, which is making it better for you to breathe, but it's going to cause your filter to get dirtier quicker. So those can all affect the life of a cabin air filter. So to start, we're going to go ahead and open the passenger door as the filter is located behind the glove box. Alright, so we opened the passenger door. We moved the seat back to make it a little easier. Next, you want to open the glove box, remove the contents if you can, easily, that way you're not spilling them onto the floor. Alright, so now that we got the glove box open, we're going to need to squeeze that pin right there and remove that slide or stop for the glove box. There's a pin here, and on that side we need to squeeze the top of it together to get the pins to go past the stop so we can lower it and gain access to the filter housing. Alright, I'll move the camera a little bit closer to show you. So, right here is our stop, like I said. You just want to squeeze that together, stick your finger behind that one, and slide it off. It should pop right off. You can set it down at the bottom out of the way. Here's one of the pins. We need to push right here to get that to go by, or the stop. And here's the other one right here. So we're going to squeeze the top half of this together and let it slide down. Alright, so that is the filter housing door. There's a tab on this side and a tab on that side. Squeeze both with both your hands. Pop it off. Try to do it one-handed here. There we go. Alright, we'll set the door down. The filter does have an up arrow on it too, so you know you're putting it in the right way. We'll go ahead and slide this one out. Yeah, it's pretty dark and dirty. A couple acorns in there and leaves. So we'll go ahead and unpackage our new one. Alright, so for the new one they went with the Fram Fresh Breeze with the baking soda to eliminate odors and get rid of some more of that pollen. I'd recommend running these at least in the summer when the pollen count is high, if you have someone that has bad allergies. This is a CF 10285. Usually you can get 2 of these filters, if not 3 or 4, for the price of 1 at the dealership. So we have the packaging off our new one. You can see how nice and white that one is compared to the old one. Like I said, it's got the up arrow, so we'll go ahead and slide that back in the track. You may want to inspect and see if you have leaves and stuff in there. You may want to vacuum it out with a small shop vac. Once we get that in, we'll grab our cover. Make sure the word up is pointing right. Go ahead and align it, clip it back in. Make sure it's clicked. It's a good point to start the vehicle. Run it on recirc here if you hear any whistling, that way you can readjust the door if you need to. Alright, so if you were doing a 2004 to 2009 model, when you pull this door out, it's going to have an attached tray which has your filter into it. That's going to be the only difference for a 2004 to 2009 model Sienna. Alright, so now that we tested it and the door is sealed up, we can go ahead and reinstall the glove box. So we're going to go ahead and align it with the bottom clips here. Go ahead and push it up. So those side tabs right there click in. Alright, you heard them click in. Make sure both sides are clicked in. Alright, so once we get the top pins in, we'll go ahead and grab our dampener or our stop. Go ahead and push that onto a spot where it needs to be. We'll go ahead and push the strut closed and open it. So that functions as it should. So we can go ahead and put the contents of our glove box back in it. Alright, so now that we have the contents back in our glove box, we tested the glove box to make sure it functions as it should. That's it. We just showed you how to replace the cabin air filter in your Toyota Sienna.
Don't forget to click the link in the description, which will take you to our website for a full write-up. You can also click that subscribe button in the middle. On the right, we have a recommended video just for you. And on the left, you'll find our recent upload. Thanks for watching another episode of the DIYguy.net.